Alrighty, it's been about 3 weeks since I drug this treasure home. Here's an updated video on what I've done with it. It's been in my garage. I have been polishing the hood. Yeah, some may think I'm an idiot, but I like this patina look. So I've been polishing it. Let's see if we can get a little taste of how the polish is working. I'm wet sanding it first with 1200 or 1000 grit sandpaper, and then it takes off a lot of the paint, and then I'm polishing it with some Meguiar's all-in-one type polish with a DA that I bought. One of the things I noticed is once it's polished, it reveals a bazillion dents, has more dents than my Crash Up Derby car had. I'm doing this side right now. Get a backup view. I've been working on the front clip, the front part of it, on the blue. So here's a blue that's polished, and here's a blue that's not polished. And there's a lot of rust on it. So on the roof, for example, when I wet sanded that roof, will most likely where that rust is, it'll turn to primer or black or green. This used to be a green truck from what I can tell, and we'll look down here at the bumper. Sure enough, this used to be a green truck. So what have I done inside? Well, there was a big hole in the seat, so I did the right thing and duct taped it with some green duct tape. Looks beautiful. I put some gray duct tape on the back right there. I'm deciding which one looks better. They both look like crap, but I'm gonna pick one of them maybe. I ripped off the dash last week. Yeah, I'm not sure that was a good idea. Here's what the dash looked like. It was all busted up and cracked. So I thought it must look better without the dash. Yeah, I'm not so sure it does. But I've got the gauge cluster out because that dash was held on by 12 nuts. 12, I don't know why there was 12. There was a lot. So I had to take the dash out and the glove box. I have the door panel off there because when I was polishing that door, it just would pop in a big dent. So I took it off and pushed the dent out. Still need some work on that. That's what happens when a mirror gets ripped off. I didn't do that, but that shows it needs a new mirror and a new windshield. Oh, I did discover after I got home it ran out of gas, and I turned this switch. I thought I was running on this tank behind the seat, but apparently I was running on the tank underneath, which I have no key to. I have a key to this one, but not the other one. And when I turned that, it proceeded to pour a couple gallons of gas out from underneath it. So I crawled under there, and the gas line was cracked and broken and spewing gas everywhere. So I fixed that, and I ate a bunch of gas and got it all over. And then a couple other things I have done is I steamed off the engine. Oh, holy cow, that's hard to lift up with one hand. I steamed off the engine at the local car wash. Spent about $10 in coins to pressure wash this. I don't know that it had been pressure washed for a long time. I first took a putty knife and scraped off 1 to 2 inches of dirt and grime and grease that was on all the cross members up underneath there. It was horrible. Yeah, that's That works good in your hair when you get that kind of stuff in your hair. I proceeded to change the oil, and after I put new oil in, I found that the drain plug doesn't tighten, so the pan was stripped. I bought a new oil plug thinking it was possibly the oil plug from what I was reading online. Here's the original oil plug. I thought, aha, I'll change the oil plug and then get a new magnet. And this one doesn't have a magnet, but the new ones have a magnet. Yeah, it wasn't the drain plug, so I had to buy an oversized drain plug. Never heard of it before, but it essentially cuts in new threads. That only took me a couple hours because the position of the oil drain plug, some genius designed and put it right over the cross member. I don't even know if I'm capturing that, but that was super fun. Oh, I can't think of anything else. I bought a vacuum meter and a, let's see what else, compression tester. Harbor Freight had good reviews on that one. That's the Maddox. That was about $50. And then the fuel pump tester. So I'm going to test the compression and check the vacuum and see if the timing's on correctly and all that jazz, because it runs, it fires right up, but when you give it gas it hesitates and spits and sputters. So I want to see what that is. It has some custom battery holders in here. Little piece of plywood. I haven't even lifted that up to see if the battery tray is rusted out. I found it has a couple of nice holes here and there. Make it a little lighter, I guess. Bumper. I still need to order a new bumper and replace that. I'm kind of going backwards at this. I just want to see what the potential was with the polish. I'm still on the scout for some different tires. Those tires are pretty bad. These front tires are brand new. Not the look I'm going for, but for now, they'll work. But me and my boy Wyatt, we nicknamed this Old Blue. Somebody painted it Old Baby Blue. And it's a great paint job, as you can see. There's the green coming through. Wished it was still green. But I'm polishing this turd to see what it'll look like polished. Then I'll work on the rest of the stuff. That's the oil I put in. I wrote it on the hood so I don't forget it. Yep, that's diesel fuel, or diesel oil. These old engines apparently need the zinc and other vitamins that the dinosaur oil gives. Well, what else can I update you on? Here's the inside. Floor pans are rusted out. You don't even want to see what's underneath there because they're gonna have to be cut out and redone. I found a few other surprises. One of them is the exhaust. Yeah, there's nothing that really holds that up, and there's a hole in the exhaust that gives you a nice carbon monoxide poisoning smell in the cab as you run it around. But oh, the other thing I found is the wheels squeal every time you turn a corner. I jacked up the back end and it appears to me that it has a posi rear end. Don't know if that was factory or not. That's about it. I'll make another video soon. Ciao.